Here's my hot take for this podcast today. Don't worry about being original. Hear me out. Hear me out. I've been writing and teaching memoir for a long time, and I've been reading memoir for a long time, both the finished, published pieces and, of course, the unfinished, unpublished, still working pieces. And I've been writing a lot of my own. And it's occurred to me after all this time dealing with this particular genre that, in a way, the stories are all the same. In one way or another, they're all telling the same story. I thought I couldn't, but I could. I thought I wasn't strong, but I was. I thought I couldn't succeed, but I did. I thought I had no voice, but I did have a voice. I thought I couldn't go on after my loved one died, but I could. That's usually the story. I thought life was over, and it wasn't. So why tell the story? Why tell the same story over and over and over again? Hmm? Why isn't one enough? It's not. For two reasons. The first is, even though technically the story is the same, because everybody's life is different, the details of their life are different, the reader experiences that same essential story differently. And so hears it fresh, as if they've never heard it before, because the events they're watching or in their mind unfold, they've never seen before. So it feels new to them. And so, in that way, they are able to experience again this very valuable story of how someone thought they couldn't and then they could. And this is a story, and the reason this particular story of I couldn't and then I could is so often told in memoirs, because I think it's perhaps the most often told story that people tell themselves. Everyone thinks they can't. Everyone, for something, everyone thinks they can't do something. Then discover they can. Some people live forever believing they can't, and the suffering they know because of it. It's never true. But most of us take that journey from I couldn't to I could. I couldn't sing. Oh, I can sing. Couldn't play the guitar. I could play the guitar. I wasn't lovable. I was lovable. We've all taken that journey. And so it's nice to read a story and again watch another person go through that journey and discover that they can, and to see it fresh and to remember in that reading of that new story, to remember to live again that realization of I couldn't, oh, I could. And the reason it's so important is we all need reminders. We all need reminders of the most important truths of life. Fearless writing is based upon the concept of you don't have to worry about what other people think of your stuff. That's what allows you to open the portal to your own genius. I teach it. I wrote a book about it. I do a podcast about it. I still need to be reminded. I still love it when I hear an artist talking about saying, I didn't care. I remember hearing David Bowie before he passed away talking about, said, well, I wrote the stuff I wanted to hear. I figured if I liked it, someone else would like it. Every time I hear an artist talk about doing the work because they like it and not worrying about whether the critics or the audience likes it, I'm like, I am reaffirmed and reminded again how relieved I am to hear that. Because when I hear another artist talk about it, whoever they are, I feel that same relief and remember, like, that's right, I can't do anything but please myself. It's the only thing I know how to do. So we all need reminders. And whatever story you're telling, it's been told in some way before. The form will be different, but there really aren't any new stories in that way, because the human experience, fortunately, the human experience is shared again and again by all of us. But you don't have to worry about that. If you tell your story through your unique interest and based on whether it's fiction or nonfiction, your life experiences will inform the way that story unfolds. It'll be original enough in its details for the reader to experience anew something that they need reminding of, whatever it is, about strength, about love, about passion, about purpose, whatever it is that your story focuses on. It's been focused on before, but it's not your job to reinvent the wheel in that way. It's your job just to remind the reader and remind yourself why life is worth living. Yeah, I think that's what we're reminding of ourselves of ultimately. And it is because it's a creative act. And the joy of creating is is the reminder we all receive when we do our work that this is a thing where this life, this creative experience called life, it's worth it. When we know it's worth it, when we're doing it, when we're creating it. So, yeah, help remind your readers that life is worth living. It's true. It is indeed. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I love sharing these things with you. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss a dose. And if you like it, say so. I love to hear from you. So, until next week, this is Bill Kenower. Stay fearless.